We have also heard from families who have a concern that what their loved one has sacrificed and served in protection of the Constitution and all of the rights it guarantees are really under siege right now in a way that they could never have expected. And why that's really important for our families of those who serve that are active duty is because we make a lot of sacrifices for our country every single day.
The administration has kind of unnecessarily and provocatively deployed the military in a way that reflects the very fears that our founding fathers had about using the military as a police force in all but name. That, in my view, is exactly the thing that we fought for independence from, right? That was one of our grievances against the crown, was the British military acting as a domestic police force. And here we have President Trump essentially making America militarized again.
We also talk about erosion of democratic norms and civil liberties, right? You know, the whole foundational principle that the military serves the people, not controls them. This sets a dangerous precedent for future administrations to use the military for political gain, suppressing dissent and violating our First and Fourth Amendment rights. It detracts from readiness. Anytime Marines are not on the range training for their mission downrange against our nation's real enemies, it degrades our national security, right? So every second they're standing around some federal building in Los Angeles or hanging out with ICE agents as they're rounding up people is time taken away from what they're really trying to do.
In a democracy, as Dan mentioned, the military defends the nation. It doesn't police its people. The Guard is especially vulnerable here because the Guard is different because they live in communities they're being asked to patrol now. They're going to see the same families at the grocery store, at the kids' soccer game, and church. You know, members of the Guard, they have library cards, and when they're patrolling their own communities for political partisan purposes, that crosses a line that we should never ask them to do.